Hello, welcome to my channel where I taste and rank different types of alcoholic beverages. Today I'll be doing a beer tasting. Specifically, we'll be trying 12 different sour beers. This tasting and ranking is strictly my opinion, so there is no right or wrong answers, just where I would rank you guys based off the taste. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Currently I try to do 2 videos a week on Tuesdays and Fridays, but we'll love to do more. And you can help support me by hitting that subscribe button down below. Alright, with that said, let's get started. Alright, so this is my list. These are the 12 beers I'll be trying. Alright, let's go for the first one. The first one I have is Victory Brewing out of Philadelphia. This is their Sour Monkey Sour Triple Ale. It's a Belgian triple that's soured, essentially. The 9.5% alcohol, so it's pretty high up there. It's probably one of the highest one I have today as well for alcohol wise. Ooh, smells like a Belgian beer. Tastes like a Belgian beer as well. It's like it tastes exactly what it says. It tastes like a Belgian triple. You get that Belgian yeast, that funkiness that you get in Belgian beers, but it also tastes sour. Overall, it's not too bad. It does have a little funky taste to it because it is a Belgian style. A little sweet. Again, it's not too fruity. It does lean more to that Belgian style where it's that clove herbal taste. Not the worst, but also not the best. This guy I want to rank it a C. Not my favorite, honestly, but again, it wasn't the worst one I've ever had before. Alright, let's move on to the next one. The one thing I always get asked is like, what is a sour beers? Again, sour beer is exactly what it is, a sour beer. It's a beer that's gone sour. Taste wise, it's always funky, but a lot of people do like it because it tends to be sweeter. But, it's not everyone's favorite because it does have a unique taste to it. Next one's going to be the Captain Fatty's Cucumber, I think sour. Yeah, Cucumber Sour, Calypso. This is 4.6% alcohol out of California, up in the north. One of the best way I've always described what a sour beer is it's always funny, is I always tell people if you ever thrown up before and you get that little acid taste in your mouth, that's what sour beers taste like. Which is a little disgusting to some people, but honestly, that's what sour beers kind of is. So, and it's the acid taste I usually get out of it. Alright, so this one, a little hazy. Don't really get a lot of cucumber in the nose. Ooh, I do get it on the taste. So this one's not bad. And nose-wise, not a lot going on. Doesn't smell like anything. It's just very, very bland. Like I hardly smell anything else. Just sour. But taste-wise, I definitely do get the cucumber. You think it'd be refreshing? It's not. I get the cucumbers and the sourness to it, but it's not bad. So as long as you like sour, a sweet, almost like a sweet sour taste with cucumbers, with a little hint of cucumbers, and then it's good for most people. But if you're looking for a lot more cucumber, it's not really there. Again, it's like slightly sweet, not overly sweet. Again, I do have some fruited sours down here that we'll go through when we get to them. But overall, this was not bad. I do like this more than the Sour Monkey. And it is a lot easier to drink. So I'll give this a B. But it definitely is more sour than the Sour Monkey. Alright, moving on. Alright. Next, I have a Sierra Nevada's Wild Little Thing Slightly Soured. This is out of California, up north. This is 5.5% alcohol. Ooh, this one actually has a nice color to it. If you guys are looking for something a little bit more colorful. Oh, this does say that's guava, hibiscus, and strawberry, so that explains some of the color. Look at that color. Really, again, really is nice. Ooh, smells really nice as well. Smells like guavas. Guavas and strawberry. The taste is a little disappointing. I get a hint of all those flavors, the hibiscus, the guava. Not really strawberry though, but it's again, it's exactly what it says. It's slightly soured. I feel like everything about it is light, so it's like lightly soured, lightly fruited, so it's not really heavy. It's not bad to drink, but it's also not enjoyable. It almost leaves like a lingering taste where I want more from it. Like I'm expecting more from it, but it's just not giving me all that taste. If it just had more flavor to it, I think it would taste a little bit, it would taste better. I'm not expecting more sourness, honestly. I think the sourness for what's called for lightly soured is fine. I think they're spot on with that, or they could make it a little bit more sour, but then the fruitiness of it, I think they could have done better on. This one I'm going to give it a... I'm going to give it a D, because I was honestly quite disappointed. I love the nose on it. Its nose smelled fantastic. Color on it was great, but then the taste just fell through. It would have been so much better again if it was just how it was slightly more fruited, slightly a little bit more sour. It would have been fantastic. Alright, next one I have is Dogfish Head. Alright. This is their Seaquench Ale Sour Session. The Dogfish Head is out of Delaware, I believe. This is Bliss brewed with lime juice, lime peel, black limes, and sea salt. So quite a bit going on with this. 4.9% alcohol. A little hazy in color. Smells not the greatest. With all that lime, that's all I'm getting. It's super sour, and I think it's thanks to all the limes that's in there. I felt like I did bite into a lime almost. This one, again, it's not bad as long as you just want sour, nothing but sour, no real sweetness to it. Like again, biting into limes or lemons. This is it for you. It doesn't have too much fruitiness to it at all. It's just straightforward, just sour. And it wasn't bad overall, but again, I'd rank it a C. Right next to the Sour Monkey. It left me with the same thing where I could definitely drink it, but I wish it just had more flavor, more roundness to it. It definitely was easy to drink. Again, definitely with those who just want a sour taste will definitely like it, but not a lot of character. So, moving on. Next one is going to be Odell's Brewing out of Colorado. This is their Sippin' Pretty Fruited Sour. Right there for you. This is 4.5% alcohol. A lot of sours do have the trend of being a very low percent alcohol, usually around 5% or lower. So you're going to see a lot of that from these guys. Alright, so this does say it's fruited, but it doesn't say what fruit it is. It just says fruited on the can. Let's see. On the label, it said loaded with unique blends of acai, guava, elderberry, and then addition of Himalayan pink sea salt. Pretty much was what it says for the flavoring, at least. So almost gives it like that grapefruit color, almost like guava grapefruit. So different, definitely different. Definitely smells like guava. This is very similar to the Sierra Nevada. It kind of fell through. It's not very sour at all. There's not a lot of fruit in it at all. It's, you know, it says it's a fruited sour, but there's not a lot of fruit. Very nice color. Not too much on the nose. The nose on the Sierra Nevada is better. Just very disappointing when I read it. It says fruited sour, and then this is all those flavors, and I get almost absolutely nothing. Yeah, I mean, if they just called it sour, then I would have been alright. But you know, reading it and hearing about it, I'm like, I feel like it should taste pretty good. But it's just there's no characters. There's nothing to it. You know, it has all those letterings, but it's so very light. It's not almost non-existent. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a D as well. Next is the Brooklyn Bel Air Sour out of New York City. This is 5.8% alcohol. Doesn't really say anything else about it though. Kind of looks nice. Interesting. It smells hoppy. Tastes hoppy. It's like a sour hoppy beer. This reminds me of their lager. I did a video not long ago with regarding lagers, and I had theirs. It was a hoppy lager. It tastes exactly like that. It's like, but sour. I feel that's exactly what they did. They got their hoppy lager, the hoppy lager, and they just got some sour yeast or something and made it sour, and then it's now it's a sour. It's honestly not that great. I was expecting a little bit more of it. It's not the worst though. Honestly, I feel like it's gonna be in line with the Sierra Nevada and the Odells. It doesn't taste bad, but it definitely is different. It definitely is unique. I don't think people will enjoy it as much once they try it because it does have a little bit of hoppiness to it. But I'm gonna rank it a D. Again, I could drink this. I have no problem drinking it. It is a little bit unique, but definitely if you aren't expecting any hops in these beers, then I would not get this because this does have slightly hops to it. So, all right, moving on. All right, next one is Second Chance Brewing out of California, San Diego. This is their Fistful of Gummies Fruited Sour. That's another fruited sour. We'll see what they say about this. Has a bunch of gummy bears on there, so a little unique. Ooh, excuse me. So this says it has raspberry and blueberry notes, flavored of sour candy. And if it has a pairing, if you ever have this is paired with Belgian waffles with berries, green salad with pecans and goat cheese, bacon omelets, and stinky cheese. Interesting. This is also 5% alcohol. So, let's see. This one's very interesting again with the name. Colors, definitely unique. It's not pink. It's not red. It's a little almost rosé color, I guess, but not really. Smells not bad. It smells a little sweet. This one's not bad. This is exactly what I'd expect. You know, comparing this one to the Odell's, where it said, you know, fruited sour. This is a fruited sour. That's why I'm getting tons of sweetness on it. Now, is it like a gummy bear? I don't think so. But it is definitely more fruited than anything I've had so far. Out of everything I've had right now, this is the fruitiest ones I've had. It's also very soured up as well. It's not overly sour. It just has a very tardiness to it. It makes it work very well, honestly. Overall, I actually do enjoy this one a lot. You know, the notes of the blueberries and strawberries, I definitely get that in the taste-wise as well. So this one so far is actually the best one I've had. I'm going to give this one an A. It actually tasted the best. It is on the sweeter side. I think most people who do want something or expect something sweet would definitely enjoy this as well. It was really good. It was very enjoyable. Like I said, again, it also wasn't overly soured. So, you know, it's not going to, you know, kill your mouth. You could definitely drink more than one of these and be fine. Alright, moving on. Ooh, this is the 10 Barrel Crush Raspberry Sour out of Oregon. .5% alcohol. Alright, so it has raspberry, so let's see how much raspberry it's gonna have. Ooh, color is a little bit disappointing. You know, there's definitely not red. I guess it gives it like a, I don't know, almost yellowish, grapefruitish color, but not red, not raspberry red at least. No real smell to it. Taste wise, not bad. I do get a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of raspberry, but not a ton. But one thing about it though, it's very sour. Almost like lemon pucker sour. It's very intense. It's not bad though. You know, if the sourness was just a toned down a tad bit, and then the sweetness maybe put up a little bit, it'll work out very well. Overall, I don't know if I could drink more than one of this if I would have a glass. There's so much sourness to it, but it's not bad. I did enjoy it a lot. This one I actually gave it a B. Flavor was point on. You know, it did give it a little bit of raspberry flavor, but because it was so sour, the sourness kind of overtook it. It was almost eating like a very soured raspberry, honestly. But it was good. It was really good. All right, to match that up, I have Black Plague out of California, and this is going to be In My Darkest Sour, which is a brewed with raspberries. So another raspberry sour beer. I'll compare it with the 10 Barrel. Color wise, seems like it's gonna look good. Ooh, color wise, definitely looks good. There's that. Oh, here's the brewery's name as well. Black Plague. That is a nice bright pink red. Smell wise, not so much raspberry. Smells very funky. Ooh. I thought the 10 Barrel was sour. This is even more sour. I get, again, same problem with the 10 Barrel. I get so much sourness from it. I don't really get a lot of raspberries. That the raspberry is there, but it's just so light. This is 4.6% alcohol as well. I didn't think it'd get any more sour than the 10 Barrel and the raspberry flavor, but I was wrong. I can get more sour. Very similar again to the 10 barrel where it's just very sour, not a lot of raspberry, just very light. But this one's a little bit heavier in the sourness. So if you want even more sourness, this is not a bad one. But overall, I wish it was a little bit more toned down. I think this would have been perfect. I do feel like this one has more raspberries than the 10 barrel, but just more sour. This one I'm going to rank it B as well. Again, it's the reverse between the two. I feel like both of them would have made a perfect match. The crushed raspberry was overly sour, not enough raspberry. This one had just enough raspberry, but even more sour. And if it was just brought down a little bit, I think it would have been perfect, and I would have given it an A. But again, it's not bad though. It was pretty good. Alright, next one is going to be the Anderson Valley. It's going to be the Briny Melon Gose. This is supposed to be their watermelon sour. 4.2% alcohol. Nice golden color. Smells not all that great. It smells funky. Taste wise, actually not bad. Surprisingly, not bad at all. No, I definitely get the melon taste to it. It's very light, but it's there. Honestly, overall, this tastes like a regular sour beer without. If it wasn't had any flavor, it tastes like a classic sour beer. And then they just added a hint of melon to it, which just helps complement it. It was very interesting. Again, it wasn't bad. It was actually very delicious, for my taste bud at least. This one I'm gonna rank it at A. Again, it was a very good sour. The sourness was very well balanced where, out of all the other sours for just being a regular sour, this would have been a great one. And by adding the melon, which kind of lightens the sourness, it brings a little bit of a refreshness to it. It was actually pretty good. I did enjoy it quite a bit. All right. Next one. Here's another one from Anderson Valley. This is their Hazy Sour Ale. This is with passion fruit, guava, and coriander. This is 4.2% alcohol as well. So let's compare it between the melon versus this one. Nose smells exactly the same. Nothing surprising. Funky. I'm getting none of those flavors. I don't get the passion fruit. I don't get the guava or the coriander. I said it was hazy as well, and it's not very hazy as you can see. It's a very regular yellow color. It's not bad, but if you're going to tell me it's going to have all that flavors and not be there, I'm a little disappointed. It is a little bit sweeter than most of the sours I've had, but I'm a little bit disappointed. This one I'm going to rank it a C, just because of the disappointment. I wish it had more of that passion fruit, the guava, coriander. Wish I had all those, but I'm getting nothing of those. But it's easy to drink. It's a nice, relaxing one. Just disappointing. All right, last one. I say the weirdest one for last because this one is a kimchi sour beer. So this one is, apologies to the name, Dokkaebier. They're out of Northern California and San Francisco. This is their sour kimchi beer. Ooh, excuse me. This is Korean inspired. lot of carbonation to this one. Uh, 6.2% alcohol, so on a little higher side as well. There's this. So it says that it's with gochujang and ginger as well. So this could be a little bit spicy. So let's see how it tastes. I don't smell anything with kimchi wise. Let me pour myself another glass. I don't know if it was my glass or not. No. No. I'm a little disappointed. It's not bad. It is a little bit expensive though, but it's not bad. 4-pack of this was about $20. But taste-wise, it just tastes like a regular sour beer. It was mediocre. I wish it had more of a kimchi sourness to it. But honestly, this, if I would to taste this between a regular sour beer, like the Seaquench or something, or the Sour Monkey, I probably wouldn't have tasted the difference. Like I probably would have just thought that it was just regular sour beer. And I wouldn't even guess it was kimchi, or it was trying to be in that side of the Korean style of kimchi. Again, it wasn't bad to drink. It was easy to drink. It was a sour beer, so it did taste decently well for a sour beer. But if you're gonna call it kimchi, I expect some kimchi flavor. I expect that sourness from kimchi, which I don't really get a lot from it. You know, it's slightly sweeter than what a sour beer would be, but I am a little disappointed in it. Overall, this one I'm gonna give it a C. Yeah, it wasn't bad to drink, but you know, I just didn't get any of that kimchi taste. I was expecting a little bit of heat to it too, just because it had ginger, and kimchi usually is spicy as well with the gochujang as well on the flavor. But there was no real heat as well, so I was a little bit disappointed. I thought it would be a little bit more funkier. I was expecting it to be funky, but it wasn't. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, this is my list. What do you guys think? Have you guys had any of these? Wherever you guys would rank these guys. Is there anything else you guys would like me to try? Let me know. Leave a comment. Also, don't forget, if you guys like what you saw, or if you guys just want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. I mean, it means a lot. It'll help me go a long way to help support the channel. Thank you for watching, and cheers.